Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy with Plan on Charms, and in today's video we are going to be doing a flip through of all the planners I've used in the past. Now I got this idea from Bess over at Lights Planner Action, and she did this like flip through. Hers was a live though, but anyway, she did a flip through of the planners that she's used and that sort of thing in the past. So we are going to do that here as well. Starting off with Erin Condren. Now, I used this one from May to December of 2016, and this is as far back as I have for my planners. But, anyways, sorry, my throat is so dry today. This weather has just been insane. So, anyways, this is my first decorative planner. However, it's not very decorative inside. I pretty much use this for function. Now, back in 2016, this was before like were in existence. So there were very few shops available to order stickers from. So a lot of my stickers I did make myself. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink of tea. Check out this mug. Isn't it so cute? It's a little ghost reading books. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. So, of course, it's a standard Erin Condren. Not much has changed over the years. You get this really thick vellum. And then the intro page. And I couldn't even tell you what, like, layout this is. I mean, it's a vertical layout, but anyways. And then I don't have much. Now, I have a lot of these goals and whatnot. I was actually a 31 consultant. So there's a lot of that kind of thing. But look at it's just purely functional. Well, that's not. I had a stamp I was playing around with. And then I made these with Avery labels. But yeah, it's not very pretty. There's June. And I'm just going to be doing a quick flip through of these because I've got quite a few to get through. I did bring in some highlighters to kind of make it colorful. July. Now I started getting decorative with washi. And then I started ordering stickers. A lot of my stickers at the beginning came from Stickerific. It was one of the first shops that I discovered. And then these are actually from Creative Memories because I did do scrapbooking. So I do have some stuff from that. Again, some washi. And then back then, the stickers were so thick. They're not thin and pliable like they are now. They're just really thick, so you can feel them. Oh, this was stickers that I found online, probably Pinterest, and I cut them out. I had a little color code key so that you'll see that I have different colors throughout. This was another kit that I found on Pinterest. Oh, and then this was when the Happy Planner came out with their seasonal sticker book. So you'll see that I have a little bit more decorative stickers coming in. I still have the little bookmark in here. But yes, it is not very pretty at all. All right, and that is it for the first one. So that was May to December of 2016. Okay, then I have, oh, let's go. So this one's a thick one. This is when the Happy Planner started coming out with planners. So, I mean, they came out with them before, but this is kind of when I discovered them. Before that, they were mostly just Mambi and more scrapbooking. So this is January 2017 to May 2018. So, I'm gonna, and then I have some that overlap with this. So this one is July to September of 2017, but I have multiple intro pages, and I loved how simple their dividers used to be. Like, they're just really nice. I did not like the color block, though. They had that on all of them. And then their lines were super thick. And then again, this is, the Happy Planner comes out with more and more stickers. And then I started discovering more shops as well. So there was shops that did like the Scouts. Oh, and then this was my very first kit. And I loved it, but this is that vinyl one. And I don't really care for the vinyl just because you have to use more of a permanent pen to write on it. And then I was still making my own stickers as well. And then I started adding strips down the center because I got a punch so I could punch out the holes if I covered them up. But yeah, it's crazy to look at these and think about how far I've come. These are just, I mean, this was like the color story ones. But yeah, I didn't even know my style. The only thing that's really consistent is I was really good at meal planning. So that's throughout. I wonder what happened to this washi. There were some that I ended up having to toss because it. Oh, so July, you'll see I had a monthly and nothing else. And that's where this one overlaps. So, anyways, I was saying about the washi, the adhesive on them eventually gets very, very tacky and have to toss it. Oh, that one's stuck. There we go. But yeah, I've got July there. Okay. And then August. And nothing there. There's that one. That one. And then I've got August in here. But you can see it was pretty much all functional. Oh, I guess I didn't really do anything in here. I love this coffee kit. This one's a cute kit too. Okay. But yeah, see how thick the lines used to be in the Happy Planner? And then the weekends were always a color and the numbers at the top. So it's like when you put your stickers down, they had to match it. And it was really frustrating. Oh, this kit's so pretty. Okay, and then September, the last month in here. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy by flipping back and forth. And I can't remember the reason why I was using the two, because obviously not all the weeks were even filled out. I think I was just playing around trying to figure out my style. I guess I didn't even have the full month filled out. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and finish here. And then I started getting more and more decorative. Adding the washi vertically down the sidebar. And this was back when they had currently pages. Now they don't anymore. But I do like the currently. I just never filled them out. In December. Yeah, quite a change in a year from the previous one. But yeah, most of these stickers I couldn't even tell you where they came from. All right, got Christmas and goals. There's my vision board. Okay, and then this is going into 2018. Look at how pretty this is. And it has like pink foiling. And even with January. I miss those kind of covers. Not covers, they're dashboards. Dividers. That's what they are. Dividers. All the pink for February. And this looks like I've got all the meals and let's see, carbs, meals, steps, nothing really written there. April. Didn't really do anything in May. And then, yeah, July here is just my bill pay schedule, so nothing really. Okay. And then for 2018, I also had some other ones. So this one is a standard TN I used for 2 months, and I was testing out bullet journaling. So there's August, and I used a grid, mapped out. Don't really need all those sticky notes, but it's so cute. And then I had some information for my Etsy shop, Instagram posts. This is when I barely started out. My 31 sleep tracker, and then I did different layouts for each week. So depending on my mood, that's the nice thing about doing more bullet journal style, is I'm able to, switch it up a bit. Then we go into September. And again, able to switch up the weekly layouts. Looks like I pretty much kept with that same one. And that's it for that one. Okay, and then I was trying out A5 rings. So this is May to December of 2018. So there was a lot of trial and error in that year, testing things out. So this is the, I think these are all Carpe Diem inserts, maybe Agenda 52, but these columns are like 1.25 if I remember correctly. So there were not really any kits available. So I actually found a printable shop so that I was able to make it the size that I wanted it. And then we have May. There was not much there. June. I don't know why I have 2 Junes, but kind of crazy the things that happen and you don't remember. Okay, that washi I love, and I have no idea where that is. Again, maybe it was one I had to toss. Okay, so this is Agenda 52. So it looks like I was testing out different layouts. Everything's just a learning curve. And this, I was just putting them together. This layout was actually what is more commonly used now for A5, but it's vertical, and then you have your weekend split here. And I had to redate everything because it was outdated. Those are cute. Okay, and then we have August. Ooh, my first washi dashboard here. Okay, so here's what it looks like, but it is outdated, like I said, so I was correcting all the dates. There's another washi dashboard. And then I think this is about when I start getting more and more decorative. In November. Okay, in December. And that's it. Okay, let me just, that looked like 2019. No, 18. Ah, okay. And then we move in. Oh, let's see. This is also 2018. I've got March, which has nothing there. Oh, it looks like this was just fitness. Right there. Okay. Just more functional. Yeah, like I said, stickers were not too big of a thing. Not like they are now. So yeah, not a whole lot in there. Okay. So we've got 2016, 2017, 2018 done. Let's move on to 2019. So this one here is the Mormon Mom Planner from In the Leafy Treetops. And I think they're still around, but I'm not sure. The owner, really sweet. She's actually had quite a few medical problems. So, okay. And this one was a little challenging too, and you'll see why in a minute. So, monthly, but see the weekly, it's pretty narrow too. And so there weren't a lot of kits for this. So, trying to play around with not kits, but more icons. There were some smaller stickers that you could come across. But yeah, but I didn't really have themes. It was just slap down the stickers that I liked. Oh, this one's a little bit more of a theme or kit used. This one's blues. And I love April with this lacy border. That was the hard thing with this planner, is that the months all had a theme, which was nice if you didn't have stickers. But if you wanted to use stickers or a kit or anything, it was hard to make a match. But look at, isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, May. And the nice thing with this brand of planner is that you had the month, you had the week, you have note pages, you also have this layout, so I did a lot of meal tracking and workouts, that kind of thing there. And then you also have this section for your budget. And so it was just nice that everything was in there. You've got your goals and your monthly to-dos, and of course I said them note pages. This is when I started making stickers using my Cricut and introducing them to my shop. This was a test. Obviously, nothing printed correctly, but I wanted to see if the shape and sizes of the stickers themselves fit in these boxes. So those are all there. And I think, oh, and then I believe I just started doing bills in here. Yeah, so that's it. And then moved on to the mini happy planner. So this is the second part of the year. And so we have June to December of 2019. And this I started creating my own things. Okay, hold on one second. I need to straighten up my desk because it's getting overrun by planners here. Okay. Okay, so we've got some actual planning with some decorative and some, excuse me, decorative and functional planning going on now. And then this is where I started learning how to draw things using my Cricut. So then I was doing that. And this, I believe, was before the dashboard layout came out. And so I was trying to set it up. So, yeah. And then there's this one. And then you'll see that my weeks start on Saturday for a while because that's my work schedule. And so I was trying to make it match my work schedule. And then I started doing it on colored paper. And then I use a glitter pen in a lot of it. Let me see if I can get it to show up on camera. Can't really see it. But anyways, the black is all glitter. In September. Oh, and then I change the layout. Change it again. No, those are the same. But yeah, I just started making my own layouts. And we've got November. And then I make them wider now. So I was adding in my work schedule, and then I've got meals. And then December. So this one I still have the work schedule, but I took out the meal. Yeah, there's that one. 2019. And let's see. We still have 5 more years. I think I'm going to do a second video to continue from 2020. So stay tuned for part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.